Hello everyone, Zox here, and this is the final review I will ever do for Shadowverse. And it's getting a little bit sentimental because honestly, I've been doing card reviews for Shadowverse expansions ever since I started content creating for Shadowverse, and now it's finally the last one. The last hurrah for Shadowverse 1 before we move to Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. And hopefully the cards do not disappoint. Enough reading, let's get right on to the cards, starting off with Sekka. And this time I'll try to be more sarcastic and roast these cards a little bit, and hopefully this makes for a more funny and light-hearted video than the somber mode that I started off with. Then, with our first card, Sekka Guiding Force Fire. 1 mana, 1/1 on play. If any evolve allied followers are in play, this evolves for free. Basically, this is Frostborn Princess wannabe, except that it doesn't get stormed immediately and it does get stormed from her spell, which is Ninetales Force Farewell. The idea I currently get from this card, Sekka, right now is you play her, you get the Farewell, you say farewell to your opponent once again because you return her to hand, and then they won't be able to interact with her again and again. Just keep returning her again and again and again. And all of a sudden on turn 7, turn 8, you drop Sekka, you play a bunch of farewells, and you hit your opponent's face and beat them farewell. That's a lot of times I say farewell. Is it any different from Frostborn Princess? Honestly, could this just be a replacement for Frostborn Princess in Castel Forest? It looks to be. But then again, I feel like just having her and her spell itself is really good for just maybe a Temple Forest Evolve deck. So yes, do keep an eye out for Sekka. Next up, Iron Kite Elf. 3 play points, unplayable trash. The moment you see 3 play point in a Forest Craft card, it is unplayable. If it's either 1, 2, or it's an Accelerate card that costs 1. If it's 3, nah. Get him out of my sight. Doesn't matter he's a Machina, doesn't matter if he attacks twice, doesn't matter if he recovers play point, it does not matter because he is the most brick-worthy trash, and you can probably build a ton of houses if you include him into your deck. So no, just no. That's up, not Dominant Queen, yes please. We get Dominance Order into your hand, and you get you to summon enemy French henchmen, which are 2/2/2s that heal you once they get destroyed. And you know what they do? They cannot attack not because they are simps. I don't blame them. Damn, it should have been me. So basically, what else does not you summon X equals to half the number of allied followers that have evolved this match, which honestly, if you're looking at turn 6, you can be expecting 3 evolves or even 4. 5 best case scenario, 5 you can summon at least 3 followers, and your dominance order becomes 1 play point, which means you can play not and quite easily get rid of 3 cards of your opponent's cards, or maybe 2 of them if you can summon 3 fun enchantments, restore quite a number of hit points, do quite a bit of damage. All in all, I feel like Not is a very solid card. Precondition is that you must be able to get 5 evolves quite easily by turn 6, which with the support of the gold card, I think is quite viable. Honestly, not very solid. I quite like her, and well, for more reasons than one. And speaking about the goal is Warpire Fortress. 7 play point, unplayable main body, but the Accelerate is what makes this card good. Unfortunately, I don't know what is Cygame's obsession with printing amazing accelerates with unplayable bodies, but this is one of those cases where you get to summon an assembly droid and they can evolve for free. But you can only accelerate on turns you are able to evolve, and that is frankly good enough. Having a 1 play point evolve means you will be able to get to 5 evolves on turn 6 or even 7 evolves on turn 8, 7 a lot easier. Really, this matters a lot. So yeah, only because of evolve. In other cases, just no. Ew, 776. Who plays that? What year is this? Who cares about Zombie droids? They don't even get a storm. Who cares about the straw? Oh, come on. Next up, Vincent Skill Balancer. why did they even make this spell boost support? You know, just to put an idea what Word of Sanction is, this is a 0 play point do nothing. Yes, that's a 0 play point do nothing. If spell boost subtract 1, basically you just play 5 spell and this does nothing. Because spell boost frankly doesn't care about the remove effects at all. Because like Miser just go face. You just play Miser, his spell go face. Miser evolve, his spell go face. Like, do you really need to care that you silence their followers that you're probably not gonna trade into anyways? Yeah, I I don't think so. And oddly enough, Vincent doesn't even give you a new archetype. What he does is whenever you play a spell boost card, if it's every three spell boost card you play, you do 2 to all enemies. And guess what is the spell boost card you play the most often of? Yep, you guessed right, it's Miser's rapid fire spell. And to be fair, if you're it makes your OTK a lot easier, but do you really need Vincent? I mean, he could have been a very cool entire new archetype by himself, but end up he's still a Miser support. Next up, Riley Soul Shaman, natural card. Another again amazing accelerate, but this time her main body isn't too bad. For her main body invokes herself at the start of turn if you use at least 7 stat cards, but she's only a 1/6. On the upside, she thins your deck, makes your deck a lot more consistent, so you don't have to worry yourself by drawing the Riley Soul Shaman and hopefully draw into someone that's more useful. But in case you do draw into her, she's still a heal 2 summon magic element at the end of the day, which isn't bad. And worst case scenario, turn 7, you drop her as a Storm Ward. This gets plus X plus 0. Frankly, don't ask question what is Side Games thinking when they decided, hey, you know what, we shouldn't give her plus X plus 0 on her invocation because that is too broken. Since when? I don't understand. Like, okay, then maybe you know what, 8/6 Storm on turn 6, 10/6 is actually pretty nuts, but maybe like X divided by 2, like just make Riley like not a 1/6 Storm. Maybe, perhaps, just a suggestion. No, just me. Fair enough. Next up, Drashe Soaring Flame, or if I were to call it by the right name, this is Dread Devouring Dragon, with additional fanfare that instead of banishing your opponent's cards, you do X damage to all enemies equals to this follower's attack. Just FYI, this you can literally remove the rush tag from this and it makes no difference. In fact, just remove the all enemies. Just say X to the enemy hero and enemy leader, and that's literally makes no difference. That's a very simple reasoning why. Then you can see in the next card, Arrow Steel Dragon Newt. All of it is literally just repeats the battle cry. It just repeats the battle cry. This card literally pairs together. It makes it so that you can just like. It makes it so you can just repeat the battle cry. It just makes no sense. This is the best card in the mini expansion so far. Like, no joke. It pairs with so many Dragoncraft legendaries as well. Really. I like this should be the legendary for some reason. But it is the goal, which means everyone gets to play Big Dragon at the last lap of Shadowverse. Hooray! Next up, Shadow, we have Kagero Velsa Sheath, basically just another last word card that you have no reliable way of printing other than through Poison Apples. A revival, which I guess is fair enough, and what you just do is just play this over and over and over and over and over again, which I say that over and over again, even though you're probably not going to get this more than 3 times in one game, unless you do manage to get it more than 3 times in one game, in which case you can get the Soul Flash, which you can use to kill one allied follower, and no, it's not allied follower, what am I talking about? Enemy follower, or if 15 last words have died, you get to do 5 to their face. So 4 of this is lethal, or if you have Alice on board, 3 of this is lethal compared with Alice. And to be fair, Last Word Shadow can get a lot of Last Words leaf play. Can you get 15 by turn 7? Very likely. Will you get it fast enough where it will actually matter? Who knows? Especially with Wrath along and all the new decks that are popping up, you might have to be a little bit more worried than usual. And next up, Avant-Garde Gravedigger, 5/2/2, expensive, useless, fanfare that basically doesn't matter. She's 5 play point for 1 Machina card when you actually want 5 play point for a lot more. I mean, this is okay. honestly, this can be just puppet workout. In fact, this is worse than puppet workout because it's actually a follower. Just if you make her a spell, she would have been infinitely better. But no, she's a follower. So she's absolutely dog water. The two assembly droids you summon off of her literally makes no difference. Because last word Machina Shadow, they don't care about Machinas you summon, they care about Machinas you play. She has anti-synergy with her own deck. The only thing that this card does good is that you give +2/+2 to all assembly droids. That's all. Literally, that's all. It makes no sense. Why did they even print this card? Dog water. I mean, fair enough, you can play like 1 or 2 copy of her, but like, damn. Next up, Aluzat Linking Vampire. Link Vampire, this is a Bloodcraft card, and it's a Vengeance support, Vengeance Evolve support. Honestly, I rather have this in Last Words because like this is basically 3 Last Words by turn 6, and I would have appreciated it a lot, but no, they give this to Blood, which fair enough, I guess it is a Blood card, and vampires are bloody. And what he does is every time this evolves, you get to activate Vengeance until the end of turn, which, woohoo, Vengeance Blood is coming back. No, probably not. But hey, I guess getting a free activation on Vengeance means you can do a lot of burst damage. Is it going to be as much as Rough Blood? Probably not, but it's still a decent amount of burst damage that you can do. And also, he gives you Sanguine Arts, which evolves Aluzat for free and can do 2 to all enemies, which doesn't really matter more often than not. Another card, the Bloodcraft card we are getting is actually U-turn support. Raving Vampire fills a card, and then you get cost change to 1, and you get to draw your Spider, which is the only natural card you will be running in under 10, and you will get to banish 2 random cards from your deck. Basically, reducing 3 cards from your deck for the cost of 1 play point, which you can get by fusing any card to Raving Vampire. And honestly, you wouldn't mind fusing cards in U10 because you usually have more than enough cards in hand already anyways. And so this is 1 play point, get rid of 3 cards, as it makes your gameplay a lot more consistent. But then again, Spider? I played with Spider, he's cool and all, but Luna just wins me the game more often than not. Well, actually, to be fair, there are times where Spider could have won me the game, but he's too predictable. Like I can see him coming from a mile away. No, not even a mile. You can just sense. You know the way Spider works is like, if the Spider was a serial killer, they'll knock on your door, but then your door is made of glass, so you can literally see them coming. It's not scary at all. But I guess there's a sense of yeah, blah 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 when you're playing Spider. Who knows what I just said there. Next up, Demonia Lunar Saint. You get Salvation of Fallen, subtract 1 from the cost of a random Salvation of Fallen in hand. The way I see this is a card that I can steal with Shadowcraft, but then again, it's still a Havencraft card. So let's take a look at what Salvation of the Fallen is. This one heals 2, draw a card. If you have evolved at least 3 times, you get a damage shield. If you evolve at least 7 times, you get Heavenly AGs, which is a 8 AGs, which can leave the field unless their health get reduced to infinity and beyond. So, what do I think about this card? Quite odd. I guess it's a Heal Haven card, which is decent. Actually, it is probably a Heal Haven card. Having Heavenly AGs with Illuvia's effect is pretty amazing. But then again, like Heavenly AGs in this day and age, like when your opponent can just kill you, I'm not sold. I'm not. But then again, I don't play Haven, so I have no idea how to judge this Machina lady who decides that she wants to save everyone. No, I'm not seeing it working, but I guess having a Aegis to play around with is fairly interesting. And this one, 1/1/1, this just amulet support. It's just trees. This is amazing. This is literally just. This is, remember who's that card? That 1/1/1 from Sword that draws a card on last words. Yeah, this is basically that but better. Like this is actually just straight out that but better because it get rush and drain immediately without ready 7. Yes, Bumpkin Recruit, that's the card. Go figure. Haven gets a better Swordcraft than Swordcraft themselves. And Porto Legendary, you have Icy. Full name Icylandrake, decided to shorten to Icy because they are too lazy they ran out of budget for his name. Infirm Eternal. he invokes himself if you at least use at least 30 play points this game. So right now, off the top of my head, the only play point recovering cards you can get is the Faceless Monolith, we have Kyrie, we have Argyle, all of which can help you get like 30 cards leaf play, I guess. 30 play points, sorry. And then you can invoke IC, which is cool, and you can get a Express Mega Train, which is a train, and then you can use the rail you can maneuver your followers that cost at least 2 play points and banish all of your enemies' followers, basically screw you to them. You also get the token spell Pay the Piper, which gives -10, -0 to a random enemy follower, and you get 1 to all the cards in your opponent's hand until the start of your next turn. Honestly, the way I see is still just drop him on turn 5 and you laugh at and you ask your opponent how are they gonna deal with a 10-10 on board. And you still get the Pay the Piper if you drop. Honestly feel like if you drop him on as a turn 5, you actually get 2 Pay the Piper, which may actually help save you because of all the combo decks nowadays. Just adding 1 to all the cards is insanely good. But the way I see it is I want to hit the infinitely minuscule chance of hitting 5 followers with -10, -0, because this is a permanent effect, and then just board locking my opponent for good. That will be how I want to play IC, but who knows. Very interesting card. I think it might be a little bit too slow for today, but hey, still a fun card to play around with. And then we have Maisha, Hero of Tenacity, which is a 2/2 1-draw card, which is not good already. But you do get a spell which is Purgation's Gambit. For 2 play points, you either destroy a follower and draw a card, or you give Maisha Hero Tenacity plus X plus 0 and Storm, which is the evolve support for Portal, which died the moment Pub went out of rotation. Funnily enough, I don't think Evolve Portal have ever been good in like the past few months. Really? So it's very surprising that they decide, hey, you know what? We're gonna make Maisha Evolve support. Let's listen to me say that again. Hey guys, we're gonna make Maisha Evolve support. Yep, you understand how ridiculous this is. But I guess if you can stack 2 Purgation's Gambit on 1 Maisha, you can actually do quite a bit of damage with her. But let's be fair. How much do you need for lethal actually? You need 7 evolves before you play Maisha. So that's a turn 7 lethal. Or maybe, provided your opponent doesn't have ward, which is never. This card's trash. And lastly, we have the neutral for the final mini, which is Despair Reborn. Just true to its name, the moment I look at the card, I fell into despair because this card sucks absolutely everything. At the start of your turn, and oh my god, very new line of text as well. At the start of turns, you're able to evolve. If this match is unlimited, you change the cost of this card to 4, which, fair enough, it is a 4-cost card. 4-cost Soul Taker, amazing, lovely. You discard 2 random cards from your hand, summon copies of 4 random allied followers or amulets discarded from your hand, and you make your enemy leader discard cards too. I have no idea what sort of shenanigans you can cook up in Unlimited with this, but with D-Shift running around as well as handlers, I'm not even sure if I want to touch that format. But in rotation, there are 2 use cases I can think right off the top of my head. Lena Haven, which wouldn't mind summoning 3 guys. Like this could be 8 mana summon 4 5-cost followers, which is pretty amazing, and you can discard 2 of your opponent's cards. Or in Big Dragon, and you can somehow pull something very stupid off, which, let's be fair, I don't know what is that stupidity that you can pull off, but you can probably do something with it. And boy oh boy. Other than that, I don't even know what use case do you have for 8 mana. You summon Dark Alice, I guess? Will that work? Probably never work. But yes, that's basically all the cards for the mini expansion. It's truly been a ride. If you're new to the channel, do leave a like, leave a subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on all the cards reviewed in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.